Hello, Dean Schwimmer here. Welcome to today's vlog. Before we get into today's subject, just one brief item I want to share. Brief but exciting. Real exciting news. So exciting that you may want to gather the whole family around your computer screen. You may want to call your friends to come over and watch too. The exciting news, I got a new subscriber. I have a new subscriber, Julie Drew. Welcome, Julie. Welcome to the family. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you'll stick around for many more vlogs. I hope your subscribing will inspire others to subscribe, so I'll have a lot more subscribers because I love getting subscribers. But again, thanks for subscribing. Now on to today's subject. This could be one of the easiest and shortest vlogs I've ever done, at least as far as my part of the vlog. Because, well, this is one of those occasions where I had a subject all planned. I had 2 days of subjects planned, and then something happened at the last minute that caused me to change my plans and talk about something else. Today is such a day. I just finished watching the White House press conference. Kayleigh McEnany, as I say in the title to this vlog, whatever they are paying her, it is not enough. I have never, well, do you remember the old song by the band Up on Cripple Creek? Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me. If I spring a leak, she mends me. I don't have to fight, she defends me. I have never seen anybody defend a president, well, any president, but certainly a Republican president, any better than she has done. She is so effective in answering a hostile press. It is really amazing. The only thing more amazing is that this hostile press keeps coming back for more. She beats them like a drum, plays them like a violin, makes them look like idiots. And, well, another way of saying that is makes them look the way they are, shows us what they really are. They keep coming back for more. I don't know why they just don't give up and do their job and just be a conscientious, respectful press, which is basically what she was talking about today. I'm just going to play a video, just an excerpt from her press conference today. Just, there's nothing for me to say. Just watch, and then I'll come back with some closing comments.
I'd like to switch gears, asking about President Obama. We had we had an interesting article from Joel Pollak this morning, and I would like to ask you if the president has considered pardoning President Obama for illegally wiretapping on Trump Towers, illegally spying on U.S. citizens, and other potential crimes out there. Has he considered that?
So I have not spoken to the president about that, but who I did speak to about President Obama and unmasking Michael Flynn were the men and women in this room. I haven't spoken to him on that specific point, have spoken to him about the matter generally, and I laid out a series of questions that any good journalist would want to answer about why people were unmasked, and all sorts of questions, and I just wanted to follow up with you guys on that. Did anyone take it upon themselves to pose any questions about Michael Flynn and unmasking the President Obama spokesperson? Oh, not a single journalist has posed that question. Okay.
Michael Flynn's name wasn't
so
matched.
I would like to
Kayleigh.
lay out a series of questions, and perhaps if I write them out in a slide format, maybe we're visual learners and you guys will follow up with journalistic curiosity. So number one, why did the Obama administration use opposition research funded by a political organization and filled with foreign dirt to surveil members of the Trump campaign? Number two, why was Lieutenant General Michael Flynn unmasked? Not by the intel community entirely, but by Obama's chief of staff, by the former Vice President Joe Biden, by Susan Rice, by the Treasury Secretary. I mean, this is extraordinary. And, you know, if it were political appointees in the Trump administration, I can guarantee you I'd have questions in my inbox right now, but apparently Obama's spokesperson does not. Why was Flynn's identity leaked? In a criminal act. It is a criminal act to leak the identity of Michael Flynn to the press, but it happened. Where are the questions to Obama's spokesperson? Because my team would be running around this building should this have happened under the Trump administration. Why did the DOJ, Sally Yates, learn about the unmasking from President Obama? So much for going by the book. As Susan Rice said 3 times, thou doth protest too much, Susan Rice. And then finally, question number 5. Why did James Clapper, John Brennan, Samantha Power, and Susan Rice privately admit under oath they had no evidence of collusion while saying the opposite publicly? It's a long weekend. You guys have 3 days to follow up on those questions, and I certainly hope the next time I ask, some hands go up, because Obama's spokesperson should be asked those questions, because President Trump's spokespeople certainly would be.
As I said before I rolled that video that you just saw, really nothing for me to add except for a prayer, a suggestion, an urging, a request, which is Kayleigh McEnany. Those questions that you just asked, ask those at every press briefing. Demand an answer. Ask those questions, and then, as you just did, ask the press, that hostile press, if anybody followed up on those questions. Did anybody ask those questions? And demand an answer. I suspect you're not going to get an answer, but ask it anyway, and then just say, as you did in the video, okay, nobody thought to ask. Nobody thought that was worth asking, even though, number one, those are questions that any journalist should ask. Any real journalist, any objective journalist, any fair journalist, those are questions that any fair, conscientious, real journalist would ask, number one. Number two, as Kayleigh McEnany said, you can be sure that if we were talking about a Republican administration, that the press would be all over this. They would certainly be asking former Republican White House officials. They would certainly be following this up. I mean, this is a real Woodward Bernstein moment, but it's not a Republican scandal, so they're just not interested. But I can just say that, number one, the salary that they're paying to Kayleigh McEnany, as I just said, whatever it is, it's not enough. And number two, thumbs up if you like this video. Share it with anybody you think would also like the video. If you have any questions, there's a question, well, it's a comment section, so you can put comments in the comment section below the video, but you can put a question in there. I'm not going to complain. You can also suggest future topics. You could subscribe, as Julie just did. You could subscribe. That would really be great. And finally, even if you don't subscribe, come back and see me again. I look forward to seeing all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.